This is the introductory overview for the series titled Aesthetic Knowing in Teaching, Learning, Nursing. In this series, you'll find 6 videos: this introductory overview, an introduction to aesthetic knowing, and 4 videos that present ways of overcoming barriers to aesthetic knowing. 4 aesthetic knowing teaching, learning strategies. We welcome you to this series on nursing education strategies for aesthetic knowing, produced by the Anne Boykin Institute for the Advancement of Caring in Nursing. Have you ever wondered how you could incorporate aesthetic knowing into your teaching? Well, you've come to the right place. In this series, you'll learn about art in nursing as well as the art of nursing. This series will focus on specific strategies that will help you enhance the incorporation of aesthetic knowing into your teaching learning practice. Aesthetic knowing in nursing, briefly, can be understood as the expressive, creative, transformative experience in nursing. In this opening video for the series, Art in Nursing, A Pattern of Knowing, you'll be introduced to a wide range of perspectives of what we mean by the art of nursing and nursing as art. There are certain traditional approaches in nursing. We call them sacred cows. These approaches present barriers to the use of aesthetic knowing in your teaching. In this video series, we're going to identify those barriers and suggest alternative teaching learning strategies centered on aesthetic knowing. Here are 4 sacred cows that we identified as significant barriers to teaching using aesthetic knowing strategies: prescriptive pedagogy based on tradition, avoidance of the nursing theoretical framework, inherent structural power differentials and dynamics, and focus on knowledge acquisition to the exclusion of knowing person as unitary. We will describe these at length and describe alternative teaching learning strategies for aesthetic knowing. The first teaching strategy that we're going to share with you is in a video titled Assessing Pain Anew, Guided by the Aesthetic Pattern of Knowing, When Breath Becomes Air. In this video, we'll offer an alternative to prescriptive pedagogy based on tradition, an approach we're familiar with. Strategies like teaching to the test, the rote transfer of knowledge, etc. The alternative we are offering is the Barry Gordon King framework for studying nursing situations. This framework aims to uncover the art and the science of nursing by exploring nursing situations. It focuses on the caring relationship between nurse and patient and encourages multiple perspectives. The second strategy we're going to share with you is in a video titled Teaching Caring in Nursing, Grounded in a Nursing Theory. In this video, we'll address the absence of a nursing philosophical foundation, a tendency which I think you might have noticed as being fairly common in nursing education. As an alternative to this inhibiting practice, we recommend a teaching learning approach based on the middle range theory of aesthetic nursing practice, a mid-range theory grounded in nursing as caring and technological competency as caring in nursing. As a teaching learning strategy, this approach incorporates the practice processes of aesthetic nursing practice. Those processes are encountering, co-creating caring relationships, and meaningful engaging. The third video in the series, titled Teaching, Learning, Grounded in Caring Science, Integrating Aesthetic Knowing in Nursing Education. Here we're trying to overcome the barrier produced by inherent structural power differentials and dynamics. For example, the classroom that is teacher-focused rather than student-focused, as well as other power differentials and dynamics that create imbalances in nursing education and nursing practice settings. As an alternative, we are recommending the Dance of Caring Persons as the guide to engage in teaching learning. This approach dismantles the notion that the teacher has the power over students in the learning environment and suggests that both teachers and learners have power and share responsibility. In this strategy, each member of the circle is valued and appreciated for the knowledge and expertise they bring to the teaching-learning process. The fourth and final video in this series is entitled, Nursing is a Professional Discipline Grounded in Caring. In this video, we are attempting to counteract the inhibiting influence of a focus on knowledge acquisition to the exclusion of knowing person as unitary. To offer an alternative to this view, we suggest the study of nursing science and the artful practice of nursing as a frame for nursing education, grounded in the middle range theory of nursing as caring moment. Each video in the series has its own list of resources. This bibliography acknowledges 3 resources that we drew on heavily in designing this whole series. We are very grateful for your interest in aesthetic knowing as part of teaching learning in nursing, and we invite you to return to these videos again and again as they offer valuable examples of incorporating aesthetic knowing into teaching learning practices. We would love for you to share with us your questions, your comments, your ideas, as well as your own experience of using aesthetic knowing in nursing education. So please send us all those comments, questions, and sharing to our Ann Boykin Institute Facebook page, which is linked below. We look forward to hearing from you.